Hey guys, so in today's video, we are going to be going over the summon animations. Now, I know a lot of you probably know what these are, but just in case you are new and you are somebody who has been saving their stones, as we have been telling you to do for the global anniversary, last mention of that, by the way, until like the very end, you probably don't know what all of the summon animations mean. So what we're going to be doing in today's video is going through each one and kind of explaining what every different thing means, and then kind of going over the unique scenarios that you might be seeing in the future, because sometimes they actually do unique summon animations, and we will be kind of explaining those in this video. I think what we'll do for the for that one celebration that I just mentioned earlier, we'll do a separate video going over that one, because there actually are there's actually a unique set for the Broly movie that specific celebration I won't name as for like Broly animations and stuff like that. So we'll go over that in a separate video when we get a little bit closer to the 9th anniversary. But like I said, the purpose of today's video is to show you every single summon animation and what exactly it means. So let's start with the most basic stuff. And the first thing you guys might have seen already is what is known as a screen crack, or what they are calling it here on the wiki is a bye guys. So you can see here, Goku says bye guys. This has a lot less significance than it used to back in the day. If you guys didn't know, back in the day, guaranteed SSRs per multi were not a thing. So if you did see this on a multi, you were probably pretty excited, because it does guarantee an SSR character. And then you can see here this little note with the new summon animations update, SR characters that could be Dokkan awakened to LR are now considered to have a rarity of SSR or higher. So you can get a screen crack for that, like on a friend summon or something like that. But that's not important for this video. The same thing is going to be said about this one here. This is the same thing of a screen crack. It says here that they took it out, but they put it back in. And then this is another different version of a screen crack. So you can see here, the first screen crack on these are always going to be the same three kind of options here, where it's going to be thank you Dragon Balls, it's over Frieza, or what is it, goodbye guys. And then here is where things get a little bit different. There are multiple variants of what is known as a double screen crack. And you can see here, the panties off a hot babe is a rare summon animation that can appear after bye guys, or any of the other three. So you can see a panties off a hot babe after you see potentially these three right here. So just want to keep that in mind. What this is going to mean on a legendary summon banner or a carnival summon banner is an LR, or if it's on a Dokkan Festival banner, it is going to be guaranteeing at least a Dokkan Festival. It could be a Dokkan Festival LR, but that's not important. Or it could be, that is important, but it could be any Dokkan Festival. So basically what it's saying is if it's a double screen crack, it's not just a featured unit, it's going to be a Dokkan Festival exclusive. So you will not pull the banner unit off of a double screen crack. You could pull that unit in the summon, but it's not it is guaranteed that you will get a Dokkan Festival as well. So this is only going to be, we're only going to talk about this one time. Or a couple times, because of this. You see this background here does not look like the usual background. I'm only showing this page because it has combinations and stuff like that, and we can explain the core concepts of the summons. So for the Kamehameha Blast, a number of different characters may fly in. Now, what we call this usually is like a full house, but if it is 4 characters flying in, that is at the very least 1 SSR. So you can see it right here. So keep that in mind if you're doing like a single summon or something and you see 4 characters, that does guarantee an SSR. And then it says right here, if 3 characters show up, you are guaranteed to get at least 1 SR. Especially in the days of guaranteed featured SSRs, don't really worry about this last bit where it says 3 characters coming in is going to give you an SR. So now, here's where things get a little bit different, and these are going to be the combinations. So you can see here by looking around that there are different characters that are flying into the screen. Now, one thing that can happen, and it says it right here if you're reading the bold text, if you do get this animation right here with I'm all over the place, Tien, Chaozu, and Yamcha, this is going to guarantee either an LR or a featured SSR character. So if you see these 3, that is going to mean on like a Dokkan Festival exclusive banner, you could get the featured banner unit or one of the Dokkan Fests that are on there. Or like it says right here, this is going to mean an LR or a Dokkan Festival exclusive or something like that. Just keep that in mind that this combo is a little bit different because Tien and Chaozu can happen, but you can see right here, there are going to be some different combinations listed right here. What these essentially mean is it's going to mean a featured character, but it could also mean right here, 3 or more SSR characters. So if you see Goten and Trunks, Gohan and Piccolo, Tien and Chaozu, or just Krillin himself, keep in mind that is not always going to be guaranteeing a featured unit. That could potentially give you just 3 SSRs that are unfeatured. So like when you see somebody summoning and they go, this could be 3 unfeatured, that means that they got one of these specific combinations. There are a few more, but we'll be getting more into those as the video goes on. Going right here, there's another version of this that we'll also be talking about later, but an LR or a Dokkan Festival exclusive unit is guaranteed whenever you see Hercule flying on Boo. So this is one of these really good ones where if you see this, you know you're going to be getting something good. So that is something to keep in mind. Hercule on Boo is something you definitely want to see. Now, let's see. On some occasions, it's possible that Goku will not ascend to Super Saiyan unless it's a multi-summon. There will likely be an L. This is more for like the old updates. You don't really need to worry about this. Like, don't really worry about this. So you can see here by the color of the text, this means nothing essentially, but if you do get rainbow text, this does guarantee an SSR. So keep that in mind. What could potentially happen is if you get, like, say, if you get base form with rainbow text, that means the screen's going to crack and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. But again, this is a little bit older for the format, but the animations are still the same. So now you're going to be seeing what happens after we pull down and the screen kind of goes, right? Goku can go Super Saiyan. This is going to be guaranteeing an SR at the very least, but sometimes it's going to be an SSR. Super Saiyan 2 is the same thing. It just means a higher chance of it being an SSR. And then Super Saiyan 3 does guarantee that it's going to be an SSR. Now, this is where things get funky. You can see right here, if he gets a Super Saiyan God animation, that is going to be guaranteeing at least 3 SSR characters in the multi-summon. So, like, usually what you don't want to see is like a combination of like Tien and Chaozu and then a God animation, because that means you're not going to be getting something that you're likely not going to be getting something that you're hunting for on the multi. It's probably just going to be 3 unfeatured like we talked about earlier. Now, looking at this next one, this is one of the big troll ones. If Vegeta is flying alongside Goku before the Kamehameha Blast, they'll have a chance to fuse into either Super Vegito or Vegito Blue. Super Vegito indicates that you're going to either be getting a Dokkan Festival exclusive or an LR. If he goes to Vegito Blue, that is going to be guaranteeing an LR character. So what you're going to be hearing usually are "You are number one" or "Omega number one da." That is going to be the Japanese version. If you hear that voice, that means you're going to be fusing if you have the sound on. And then there's also the potential, we'll be looking at this in a little bit, we will be able to see that there is gold text, we like to call that. On the English version, it's going to say, "Give it to me now." So that is going to mean that you are going to be fusing with the different colored text. Now, a beeping scouter indicates that you are going to be getting an SSR. So if you see the flash of red and you hear it, you're going to be seeing an SSR. Now, the last one that we are going to be looking at in this specific instance, and then I guess there's one more, you can see right here when there's a silhouette and then it kind of does that and the scouter moves and everything goes, that is going to mean that you are going to be getting an LR or a Dokkan Festival exclusive character. So what do we refer to this as for short, rather than saying like it's switching? Usually we just call this a fake out, right? So it's like you're summoning, you see the units, it's like, oh, fake out. And then that is going to be what you're looking, hopefully something that you're looking for. It's going to mean a featured unit on the banner, or it's going to mean an unfeatured LR, depending on the banner that you're summoning on. Now, this is something that was added later on. You can see this right here. There's going to be a flashing symbol for the specific type of character you pulled. So if you don't recognize the character right away, it's going to give you an icon to let you know what this is. So in this case, there's going to be an SSR and then the LR flashed up on the screen to let you know that this Goku Black can be Dokkan Awakened into LR Zamasu and Goku Black Rose. So keep that in mind, that this will be popping up usually when you are summoning and you get a character that's featured on like a Dokkan Festival exclusive banner. It will flash, you can see it right here, for a Dokkan Festival TUR, and then it could be an LR, so you'll be seeing that for like a Dokkan Festival LR, it will flash the LR, and then for a Carnival featured LR, it will be flashing up the Carnival symbol. So keep that in mind. These are what all of the base animations mean, and this was kind of like the first set of some of these animations, and then there is what is known as the second update, which added a few more different things and also changed the background to something a little bit more that you were probably familiar with now. So there was a second screen crack, like I mentioned earlier, that is going to give you the puff puff symbol, and that is going to give you the same idea of a Dokkan Fest exclusive guaranteed or an LR character guaranteed, depending on the type of banner. Now, this is the fun one right here. This is a Goku Black Rift, right? A newly released LR or Dokkan Festival exclusive is guaranteed off the Goku Black Rift, right? So what does this mean? This is, like, in my opinion, the best summon animation right here, because no stress, no theatrics, you got the unit that you were summoning for, right? The new unit, the Goku Black Rift, guarantees it. And there's going to be some other versions of this that we'll be talking about as the video continues, but keep this in mind. We also had a new, two new featured combos added to the ones that we talked earlier with Goten and Trunks, Tien and Chaozu, Gohan and Piccolo, and then, Tien, Chaozu, and Yamcha. Now we have a couple more. We have Krillin with Android 18, as well as Android 17 and 18. There's also another combo coming up that's going to be even better, but we'll be talking about that in a little bit. So this is going to be the same thing. It's going to be a featured combo that means either 3 unfeatured or a featured unit on the banner. Now, there's another one. So earlier when we mentioned Trunks riding on, or not Trunks riding on Boo, Hercule flying on Boo, there's a similar one with Trunks carrying Mai. So this is going to be the same thing where it guarantees an LR or a Dokkan Festival exclusive depending on the format for the banner that you are summoning on. Now here is another guaranteed animation. If Beerus or Whis are flying alongside Goku before the Kamehameha Blast, there is a chance for Whis to perform his time reset technique, and if only Beerus or Whis are present, this animation is guaranteed. So let's simplify that, right? Beerus and Whis, you're guaranteed to get it. Just Beerus, guaranteed. Just Whis, guaranteed. And usually, unless the other character is Vegeta, there is a chance that Whis with one other character or Beerus with one other character is going to guarantee this animation as well. So keep that in mind, right? If Vegeta is with Beerus or Vegeta is with Whis, there is a chance that you're going to just fuse. So keep that in mind, and that is not going to guarantee the Whis animation. So the Whis animation is probably the most complex one of the bunch, but just keep that in mind. If you want to kind of read over this, you can see the idea, but to simplify it, Beerus and Whis is money, just Whis is money, and just Beerus is money. Now, moving along with the side with this, now we can see the gold text that we were talking about, and that is going to mean that you are going to be fusing. So it's the same essentially the thing. It could be blue, it could be Super Vegito, it is going to be the same thing. Now, moving along to the next animation, this one is going to be talking about the Zeno. You could probably see the Zenos up on the thumbnail. This is going to be the same effect of a Whis animation. I didn't even talk about the effect of this. This essentially just means the new character. It's the same thing as a Goku Black Rift, right? And then a Zeno is going to be the same thing. It means a Goku Black Rift. It means a Whis animation. It is the new character guaranteed, whether it be a Dokkan Festival exclusive or an LR or a Carnival LR. That is how that is going to work. So Zeno, Goku Black Rift, and Whis, those are the guaranteed animations. Now, instead of the usual Super Saiyan animations, there is a chance for the arts of the Goku cards released during anniversaries to appear in their place. They're always followed up by the Super Saiyan God animation, which is going to guarantee 3 SSRs. And then, last but not least, before we show the last animation that we'll be talking about in today's video, there is an animation for Super Saiyan Blue, but there is a... you're not going to be seeing this unless you are doing a special type of summon, but we won't be talking about that in this video. It's just for the base game. And then the last one is going to be another kind of like Hercule on Boo or Trunks and Mai animation, where it guarantees an LR or a Dokkan Fest exclusive. This is going to be what we call a long Kamehameha. You can see here that it extends past the normal duration. So that is every summon animation within Dokkan explained and what you can expect when you see them. There are some other stuff like Superhero and Future Trunks Saga, but we don't need to talk about those in this video because it's essentially the same concept, just with characters kind of moved around a little bit, and I don't want to waste too much of your time. So let me know down below if this video helped you understand some of the summon animations. I'm sure some of you didn't understand what you were looking at before, but hopefully now you do. And if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and consider becoming a channel member below to further support me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.